All right, hello everyone. Here we are setting up hole number 8. I just want to get kind of a idea of what it is. I forgot. So I'm thinking kind of Berserker, Thor's Hammer might be in the ballpark of what we need. But you might need a, for a Thor 4, you can see that I'm missing some yardage. It might be wind specific. You might want to use a power 4 ball with a Thor's Hammer. But we're just going to kind of wing this a little bit. I know it's going to launch, so I'm going to play it very close to kind of 1 per ring. So this kind of looks pretty good. I'd like to get it right around this general vicinity, and maybe with this kind of spin. And I'm kind of thinking, you know, I'm using the left of my bullseye and just trying to visualize the ball shooting up this way off the left of my target. So I'm using the wind direction and just trying to, you know, kind of get that spot that I have in mind. Aside from that, I just do 1 full stack. So it's just 1 full stack here. I might just barely come off the power, not very much. So you can see it's still very, very dark red. And let's just see how this looks. It's too much. So you're going to need to take off just a little bit more than that. Or similarly, maybe a power 4. You know, I fully anticipate that that's going to launch. So let me just go over kind of how powerful. First off, we're shooting into overpower. So I'm going to need a plus 10%. You could see that my wind was, I forget what it was, but let's just call it 10.5. And you'll see that the wind needle being here. You'll see with this new model, it kind of shows it as, you know, 10 rings here, even on a Thor. That's like 40%, 50% already kind of built into this calculation. So you'll see that that helps get you a guideline. I think you'll be able to send it somewhat towards the hole using this. But as you can see, I wasn't able to get that one dialed there. And let's just see. You know, there's probably a couple ways that I can go about getting this one towards the hole. So I'm going to try to land with the Malibu a little bit towards max. So let's look at the elevation. It's not very downhill. It might just be just slightly to that first fairway. So most of the downhill comes from shooting below this fairway. So I'm going to kind of use very, very close to the max. I'm thinking somewhere around 6 rings. And you'll find that the new Malibu, all these every sand wedge in the game, of course it hooks into the tree, so we're not even going to get to see. But every sand wedge in the game has been fine tweaked, and you'll find that the new ring values are much better. That's just kind of a little disappointing because on the ball guide you couldn't see the tree anywhere even in play. Not even after the ring adjustment, but of course, as soon as I go to put just a little bit of curl, then it just ducks into the tree. So a little bit unfortunate there. I didn't even have much curl. What could I curl that? Like 20, 30? Like it was very, very small curl anyway, but enough to hit the tree. So let me just, we'll walk through the, we'll just consider that to be a dead shot, and we'll just do whatever the Nirvana adjustment is, and we'll use that for this. So very well could have wound up here just by clipping those trees. So we're going to go right in the 70% range. You'll see not too much elevation here. And keep in mind that we're going to be pulling back towards mid-club a little bit. So I'm going to factor that in. And we're going to adjust somewhere in the neighborhood of this. And you can see, even using full backspin is going to be pretty much very, very helpful here. You'll see right in here. I might just go just a little bit more because I need some ball guide offset. But you should find that the new ring values are much, much better. In fact, you can see that my speed, my distance, everything's good. So you know the ring adjustment there was pretty sound. So as I mentioned, every club in the game with every ball has been modified, and you're going to find these new values for both sand wedge and rough iron to be very, very exacting. Good ring numbers. As I mentioned, a lot of data collection went into getting you guys the best model, the best numbers out there. I studied videos, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos to put all of this together and make sure that all the ring values, we wanted to make it to where all the guys at any point in time could take a Nirvana, they could take a Malibu, and they could figure out how to do it with with better values and use the slider and just kind of elevate their game to the next level. So hopefully you guys are finding success. If you guys run into a little bit of trouble, always keep that concept of, elevation and, pulling where you're pulling to. Like, these are the concepts that you want to be thinking about. So good luck, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.